Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Jamie, and we have created this look out of a complete drugstore option. A lot of the products I'm using are new. Very few of them are ones that I already had in my collection. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up if you like it, and let's get started on this video if you would like to see how I got this look using drugstore only makeup. First off, we are going to use this Milani primer. It is called Prime Shield Face Primer Mattifying and Pore Minimizing. I've only used this a couple of times, but it seems to be working pretty well. Next, we are going to try this Revlon Stick Foundation, the Photo Ready Instafix, for our foundation today. It is in the shade Nude. I just got a ton of stuff from the drugstore. This being one of them, I've never used it before. We're going to go in and blend it with our beauty sponge. Pretty sure this is just a Real Techniques sponge. It's not blending out as nicely as I would hope. So we're just going to add some more. It's also not giving me the coverage I would hope for. Let's try going in with a brush. Definitely is helping in the blending process. It's not super tacky, which is always a good thing. Cannot stand a tacky foundation. Because it's not giving me the coverage that I want, I'm going to go in with this, the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Foundation. Let's hope this is a good color because I have not tried this shade yet. I had to buy a new one because my other one was too light. It's looking a little better. So next we're going to go in and we're going to do our eyes. We got the Masterprime Long Lasting Eyeshadow Base. I'm normally a Urban Decay primer potion girl, but we'll see how this works. It's a little bit more slippery than I would expect. But I believe it's supposed to be radiant. Maybe not. It has some glitter in there, so I feel like it might be more of a radiant, or give you a radiant base. Now we have a new eyeshadow palette from Hard Candy. It is their top 10 satin eyeshadow collection, the Rich and Famous shades, if I can get it open. Now these don't have any color listings on them, but we're going to go in with the shade right here for a base color. It does come with a mirror. Now they do not have a transition shade that I would prefer, so I'm just going to use my bronzer, the Butter bronzer from Physicians Formula, and take that as a transition shade. So that way we don't steer away from using anything drugstore in this video. Not sure what kind of color I'm looking to do. I feel like these blues are really inspiring me right now, so we are going to take this navy blue here. Working that right in the crease just below the transition shade. And I'm blending this all the way to the inner corner, not adding a lot of pigmentation, just Just taking what's left over from the brush into the inner corner. Well, these are blending okay. No, we're gonna clean that up, so I just feel like it might be a little patchy, if you can tell. Next, we're gonna take this deepest shadow here. It's like a very dark gray. I'm not sure, they don't label their eyeshadows. We're gonna take that just in the outer third, right in the corner. I always make the biggest messes whenever I do my eyeshadow, and then I end up having to clean them up. So I really should just do my eyeshadow first, and then, you know, use some tape before I put my foundation on. Whatever. It'll work. Now, we're gonna use this very glittery blue color, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna need to wet this shade in order to get it to pack on my lid, but we're gonna try it with our finger. We're just packing it right in the center. It is a little bit chunky. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's a little bit chunky and very glittery. But I guess that's the look we're going for today. Now I really just want to see how some of these other shades look. We're going back in with this blue shade just to blend out the edges. So that'll be all we do for the eyes. I think they turned out very blue. This is definitely not a everyday look, but it's just a smoky eye that I was intrigued about from this palette. Next, we're going in with concealer. It is the Maybelline Master Conceal. It is in the shade Fair. We're just gonna put this under the eyes, a little bit on the nose and the forehead. Take our damp beauty sponge. Now, I'm not sure if it's the combination of the two, but it definitely took off some of my coverage. So we're gonna go in with a different concealer. We're gonna try the NYX Got You Covered in the shade Light. This is definitely a thicker formula. That is much better. Still have some of that coverage taken away, but I think that was a mixture of the concealer and the foundation from before. Next, we are going in with this Maybelline Loose Powder. It's the Shine Free Loose Powder in the shade Light. We're just going to set with that. Now we're going to go in with our eyebrows with the Wet n Wild Color Con Brow Pencil in the shade Blonde. Not normally a pencil brow kind of person, but I thought I would try it out. I normally stick with the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Okay, we're gonna brush through those. It's not my favorite, but it did an okay job. We're gonna take our NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. Just make those stay in place. This is in the shade Blonde as well. Now we're going to go in with eyeliner we have the Maybelline Ultra Liner Waterproof in black. Has a nice applicator. Trying to get a good wing here, but for whatever reason this little baby applicator is having a hard time getting a good point. I also just have to keep going back in to get product. I'm used to the felt tip that just keeps producing product. Now I'm not sure if it's the waterproof in this eyeliner, but like it's kind of tight as it's drying on my eyelids. Next we're going in with our Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer again that we used as our transition shade, as an actual bronzer this time. And I use bronzer as I get somewhat of a contour, but I also just use it as bronzer as well. Now we're going with my new blush. It's the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 40. Peach. It's peach. Looks like this. That is very pretty. It's not as peach as I was thinking it was gonna be. Kind of went far down over here. And I'm getting almost clownish. I'm just gonna take a brush and blend that out. Blends out very nicely. Very impressed with this blush. Next we're going with highlight is the Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighting powder in Precious Petals. Oh, that is very pretty. It's a very nice highlight. I am a fan. A little bit on our nose. Now let's put on some Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara from LOreal. Okay, now that we have mascara on, I'm gonna go put on my lashes and I'll be right back. Okay, now we're back and we have our lashes on. Honestly, I don't ever wear false eyelashes, and I feel like these don't even make my lashes look that much better. Now we're gonna move to lips. And we have this Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, and it is in the shade Escapist. Now I don't know if y'all can see, but this is super patchy. Like, this is extremely patchy. Well, it got a little bit better. Now lastly, we're going to add some more of this highlight, that same highlight we put on our face, into the inner corners of our eyes. But really all this highlighter is where it's at. It is gorgeous. So now we have the finished look. We had some first impressions in our video for sure, and some of them I liked, some of them I wasn't a fan of. The eyebrow pencil to start off with was not my favorite. It made my eyebrows very waxy feeling with the formula, and the eyeshadow palette it ended up working, but it was very hard to blend to make it look good, in my opinion, and it just was very hard to blend. And then the foundation and the concealer combination that I chose did not work well because it took off some of the coverage, and as I'm noticing here, we have no coverage because you can see the pink showing through. And let's see, the lipstick I was not a huge fan of. It ended up turning out okay, but it is very sticky and it was super hard to make it so it didn't look patchy. Now, otherwise, it turned out very well. I really loved the highlight, and the blush was good. It was very blendable, even though it did turn out very pink to begin with. And the eyeliner also was not a favorite of mine. But otherwise, this is the final look. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe.